Welcome to PickupGenerator.com. My name is Jason McNamara. I'm the creator of this plugin, and in this video I'm going to take you through how to use the plugin and suggestions on how I believe it works best. So let's start by, here we have some footage with the fabulous Tom Quayle playing guitar, and we are going to open up the browser, and in the browser we are now going to go to titles and generators, and if you go scroll down to generators, you'll see under pickup generator, and in this case we want to go to the Ibanez collection, and this particular one is under the AZ series or AZ series, depending on where you are and how you want to pronounce it. Simply drag it onto the timeline and expand it for as long as you wish. In this case we're going to do the entire clip. Now that's done, what you need to do is you need to start out by placing the positioning of this plugin. So let's open up the inspector, and let's simply click here so that we can drag in with the corners. However, you will notice that it's a little bit hard to get from the beginning, so I suggest you just click here, push the down key a couple of times, get it to say 98%, and it's very easy just to drag this to the size that you want it to be and put it in the position that you want it to be. Now I know that text does come on the screen here, so let's just compensate it once we have the text on the screen. There it is there, and we'll try to maximize this as much as we can. I have had some friends beta test this, and they did actually decide to turn it around 90 degrees, which worked for them. Personally, I like it being flat and in the corner of the screen here. And now that we've done that, we can simply click here again and we can turn off the outside brackets. And now we will go up to the inspector here and see the parameters for this plugin. Now this one is actually quite simple, as most of them really are. The most important thing to worry about here is the very first control, which is the switching positions. You can slide through and it will show you all the various positions that you have here. I've intentionally set them so that if the coil is not on, it goes down to a 10% opacity versus being 100% opacity here with them up. And in the case of this guitar, it actually has 10 tones on it. So you can reposition this for the 10 various selections. With all of our plugins, the default setting of 0 shows you all the options you have. So in this case, we've got the pickup switch in all 5 positions, both positions of the two-way here, all coils are on. And in the case of this particular plugin, when the orange outline is on, it's showing you that the 2 coils here are running in parallel. So let's start by finding that 4th position of the pickup switch, which is here. And also if we keep scrolling a little bit across, we can see that the pickup switch goes up. So it's using the 2 outer coils and the inner coil is disengaged. So we will now, and I recommend you to do this, go very cleanly, just simply click on there, type in the number 8, push enter, and then it will be exactly where you want it to be. Now when Tom makes a change to his guitar here, which he does up a little bit further, you'll see, there we go, he just moved the switch there. This is how I recommend you do it when you are making a change. So let's have a look at what Tom does. When you go back to find the spot, this is how I recommend that you do it. Personally, I like to leave the clip uncut myself, and I choose to use the keyframe options, which is exactly what we're going to do right now. So let's find the spot where Tom moves his switch. And you can hear right there, there's an audible click. So let's just push the backwards arrows. There you go, there's the click there. And it's funny how that happens in videos all the time. What you physically see and what you hear sometimes doesn't quite match up. So let's go to, there's the click there. Let's hit the button there for the keyframe. Once you've done a single keyframe, you actually don't need to continually hit the keyframes. So let's move back a frame. And we will actually hit a keyframe here in this case, because we now need to make the next frame adjust. So you can tell when the keyframe is active because this has turned yellow. And in this case, we are going to set the switch. He's gone to the neck pickup with the switch up. So let's go to position number 10, which has on the neck pickup with the switch up. And if I'm not mistaken, he also adjusts the mini switch. There we go, right there. So let's go back a little bit from there. There it is right there. So let's go to where we first of all add in the keyframe. and then to where he makes the change, and that would go back to position number 9 now, because he's engaging it in the bottom position, which takes him to a standard neck single coil pickup. When you play it back as an automation, this is what it would look like. Which is pretty sweet, and you can make your way through the entire video. In this particular video, Tom unfortunately does not use his volume pot at all. The guitar's already on 10 and stays there, but let's just assume that he did from the beginning here, just to teach you how to do this. And it's as simple as slide the volume down to 0, add a single keyframe, and I say single because once you've added a keyframe, all you need to do is find the next spot. So let's assume there he just brought it up. And now once you change this up to 10, it automatically, as you can see, has gone yellow and adds the keyframe for you. So you can see here when I go full screen that the volume slider will change. I might just render out this little part here at the beginning so that you can see what it looks like in full quality render. There we go, now we'll go full screen. And that's how easily it works. And that has automatically slid up. Let's just watch that in playback one more time so you can see it. So just keep an eye on the volume here. And beautiful, it's done. You can also, if you wish to highlight one or the other, so let's say you're talking about the tone pot and you wish to fade out the volume opacity, you can do it right there. You could turn it all the way off, or you could bring it down to a degree. We also have, for the tone and opacity slider, for the 5-way pickup selector, we have an opacity slider. And also for the 2-way switch, in this case with the mini switch, we also have an opacity slider for that as well. All of these sliders are keyframeable, and everything in between is simply a marker to let you know that you're going into a new section. Whether you are somebody who loves to customize your own guitars, or you're from a manufacturing company and you would like to get a plugin made, contact us on support@pickupgenerator.com. All of our plugins are designed exclusively for use within Final Cut Pro. We are so excited to see how you are going to make use of our plugins for your guitar videos. Thanks so much for watching.